What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for thelines.com, playpicks.com, and let's talk some Philadelphia Eagles as we head into 2021. Free betting guide over here on the line. So everything we do, absolutely free. Be sure while you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and then let us know in the comment section how you're going to bet this Philadelphia Eagles team here in 2021. Again, written breakdown over here. Just click the NFL tab. It'll take you to all of our written breakdowns. You can click on every single team in the NFL. So Nick Sirrani takes over as head coach. He's a younger guy at 40 years old. Was a defensive coordinator for the Colts the last two seasons. You know that Colts defense performed pretty well. If you look what this team did in free agency, they did bring in Joe Flacco as maybe just a tiny bit of insurance for if Jalen Hurts isn't the guy at all. They brought in safety Anthony Harris, one of the most coveted safeties in free agency. So they did make a big pickup there. Eric Wilson, also a linebacker that they picked up. He had 122 tackles, 3 sacks, and 3 picks in 2020. So a couple of productive defensive guys they brought in free agency. Of course, in the draft, you know where they went. They went Devontae Smith with the first pick, wide receiver out of Alabama. And listen, the guy is a baller. He's going to ball out for sure. It doesn't matter who's playing quarterback. They brought in Landon Dickerson as well in the draft. He can play either center or guard, depending on where they need him. Milton Williams is a defensive tackle that they drafted as well. And they brought in a corner, Zach McPherson as well in the draft. So drafted with need. And then also in free agency, got a couple of positions of need on the defensive side of the ball. As we take a look over here, Philadelphia Eagles to win the championship, 100-1. They were the 28th ranked offense last year, the 15th ranked defense according to DVOA. That's a Football Outsiders proprietary stat over there. So if you go to Football Outsiders, they have their ranking system: 28th offense, 15th defense. That gets them to 101 as we 100-1 as we head into 2021. If we look at them to win the conference over here, you can see over on the NFC side, they are down here at 50-1. So 50-1 to win the NFC. If we head up here to the division winner and we go to the NFC East, you can see they are last. They're behind the Cowboys football team, the Giants. They're at 5.5-1 are the Philadelphia Eagles. You can see the Giants 4.5-1, Washington 2-1, and then plus 135 on the Dallas Cowboys. Now, this is a team heading into the NFC East in 2021. Pro Football Focus has them 30th in their power rankings as they head into the season with a 0.3% chance to win the Super Bowl. They project them at 6.7 wins. And if we take a look right here, Philadelphia Eagles win prop is sitting at 6.5 over at DraftKings. So right on the line, pretty much no value to the under or the over if you go by what Pro Football Focus's projections are. So they take a system, they project the system, they simulate the season 10,000 times, and then that's how they come up with their stuff. And what it did was average out at 6.7 wins for the Philadelphia Eagles, and you can see the number set at 6.5. So I probably wouldn't touch that one, wouldn't be looking at that one. The offensive line, as they head into the season here, 17th overall in the league, according to Pro Football Focus. They get former first-round pick Andre Dillard, missed all last year. He'll probably still have to earn a spot, but he'll be there. They still have Lane Johnson. They got Jason Kelsey, or Kels, if you listen to Travis, his brother. Brandon Brooks back, who missed all of last year as well. So the offensive line still has some pieces there for sure. We know Lane Johnson's an absolute stud. Has potential to be one of the better offensive lines in the league if everybody lives up to their potential and kind of gets back on track as well. Like, one of the things about this Eagles team, we go over here, we look at their playoff odds. You can see, will the Eagles make the playoffs? Yes, plus 275. So getting nearly 3-1 on your money. No, minus 350 on this. And like, listen, this team last year, if you look at Football Outsiders, we talk about Football Outsiders, they had the second most adjusted games lost due to injury, because this team was injury ravaged last year, pretty much on every single facet of the game. I'm talking wide receivers, defensive side of the ball, offensive line, everywhere. Now, you look at this, the strength of this team. We can head back over here to the betting preview so you can take a look a little bit further here as to what the schedule kind of looks like for this Philadelphia Eagles team. But this defensive line, 5th rated heading into 2021. The Eagles, one of just 2 teams with a pressure rate above 40% without the aid of a blitz. That means that that defensive line was getting to the quarterback. That front seven was getting it done without having to blitz, which is awesome because when you have Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham, that's what happens, right? I mean, and those guys are back. And if they can replicate that, then, hey, look, do you take a step forward here? We all know what this is all about, right? Is Jalen Hurts any good or not? And that's something we don't really know. Very small sample size of what we saw him last year. We know he's got legs. We know he can run. We know he can get some stuff done on the ground. Can he be a consistent passer? Can he make the right decisions in order to get some success for his Philadelphia Eagles team? Now, listen, guys, if I'm looking to make a bet on this team, I'm never betting will they make the playoffs for a team coming out of the NFC East. I think that there's only one team that's coming out of the NFC East. So if you think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to make the playoffs, then you need to just come back over here to the division odds and bet them at 5.5 to 1. Do we really think that two teams are coming out of the East? Last year with a team with a losing record winning this division. I mean, listen, there's a lot of question marks around every team in this division. How good will Dak Prescott be coming back off of injury? Is Ryan Fitzpatrick still any good or not? Listen, he's old. Sometimes these guys fall off a cliff. Is Daniel Jones any good for the Giants? So, I mean, there's a lot of question marks around teams in this division. So if you like the Eagles to make the playoffs, don't bet the plus 275 to make the playoffs. Come over here and just bet them to win the division, because that's where, whenever we look right here, I mean, there's not going to be two teams come out of this division. So it is certainly the way to bet this team would be for them to win the division overall. As far as the win total, like I said, not really an edge one way or the other there. Wouldn't bet them to win the Super Bowl. Wouldn't bet them to win the NFC either. Full betting guide over here over on thelines.com. You can see we will have everything you need right here, including prop bets and week one lines and all those things. And everything's absolutely free over at the Lines as well. Again, while you're here, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and then let us know in the comment section. Are they going to go over or under their 6.5 wins? What do you think? Do you think they make the playoffs? Do you think they win the division? Is it worth taking a flyer at 100 to 1 for them to win the Super Bowl? I don't think so, but maybe you do. Let us know. Good luck on all your bets this season.